Are you serious? Are you serious? What? This is, really, this is kind of a fascinating twist of situations. Reverend Gary of Kentucky getting this to me, but an Egyptian jihad leader, with self-professed links to the Taliban, called for the destruction of the Sphinx and the Giza pyramids in Egypt, drawing ties between Egyptian relics and Buddha statues. Local media is reporting this week in Egypt. Now, Mergan Salem al-Gohari. Let's say that name again for all of those who speak Paul Begley Arabic. It's Mergan Salem al-Gohari, an Islamic leader twice sentenced under former President Hosni Mubarak for advocating violence, has called on Muslims to remove the idols of the Sphinx. The idols of the Sphinx. Now, all Muslims are charged with applying the teachings of Islam to remove such idols, as we did in Afghanistan when we destroyed the Buddha statue, he said on Saturday during a television interview on Egyptian private channel widely watched by Egyptians and Arabic audiences. Now, God ordered the Prophet Muhammad to destroy the idols, he added. And when I was with the Taliban, we destroyed the statue of Buddha. Something the government failed to do, he said. Now, his comments came a day after thousands of ultra-conservative Islamists gathered in Tahrir Square, there in downtown Cairo, Egypt. And as they gathered there, but in retaliation to Gohari's remarks, Vice President of Tunisia, Anaha Party, Sheikh Abdul Fattah Marot, called the live program and told Gohari that famous historic military commander Amr Ibn Ahaz did not destroy the statues when he conquered Egypt. So this is becoming now a major debate between the jihadists and the ultra-conservatives among the secular and more extreme examples of the Islamic faith. They're struggling with each other. They're divided over the Sphinx. Should they be destroying these? So who are you to do it? He wondered. The prophet destroyed the idols because people worship them, but the Sphinx and the pyramids are not worshipped. Well, that's yet to be seen. Gohari, age 50, same age as I am, is well known in Egypt for his advocacy of violence. I don't do that. And an Egyptian independent reporter said. So he was sentenced twice. One of the two sentences was being life imprisonment. Then why is he free? He subsequently fled Egypt to Afghanistan, where he was badly injured in the American invasion. Oh, blame us for it. If he'd have stayed in prison in Egypt, we wouldn't have hurt him over there. In 2007, he traveled from Pakistan to Syria, which then handed him over to Egypt again. So after Mubarak's fall in early 2011, during the famous Arab Spring, which I like to call the Dark Winter, because it's nothing more than a revival of the Muslim Brotherhood, he was released from prison by a judicial ruling. Okay. In recent months, fears have surfaced that the ultra-conservative Safavi political powers may soon wish to debate new guidelines over Egyptian doctrines. Now, Islamists have swept the recent presidential and parliamentary elections in the country's post-revolutionary age, with the Muslim Brotherhood and the ultra-conservative Islamists rising to political power. The fundamental Islamists have demanded to cover the pharaonic statues because they regard them to be idols. Egyptian authors. So in other words, what you have here, to make a long story short, is that the jihadists want to do more than just destroy Christians and Jews. But they would like to destroy the entire Egyptian heritage and history. They want to wipe it all out because they really just want to rule the world as a one world government force, as the prophet of that government. Now let me just explain to you what's going to happen. The New World Order is going to rise to power. And along with it will be the radical Islamic Muslim militants, those ministers of Mecca, and the madness and meanness and the maliciousness that they're going to bring as the false prophet will come from radical Islam. Now, you might say, Pastor, how do you know that? Well, first of all, the Arab Spring is in the Bible. It's found in Daniel chapter 11, 41 through 45. It says an antichrist spirit will come into the land, and many nations will be overthrown, including Egypt and Libya and at the steps of Ethiopia. Well, we saw that. President Barack Obama said that these 5 leaders must fall. He called them out. Ben Ali of Tunisia, Hosni Mubarak of Egypt, Muammar Gaddafi of Libya, Ali al-Balala Saleh of Yemen, and President Bashar Assad of Syria. Now, 4 of the 5 are down, 1 to go. In my book, Mark of the Beast, RFID, Ahmadullah plays a key role, and he has been, by being the mouthpiece of radical Islam, Shiite Muslims who believe in the annihilation of Jerusalem, the absolute chaos of a Middle East war that could bring about potentially the Allah might look over and send the Ali Mahdi, the 12th Imam, the Muslim Messiah back to save the world. Now, also this man, Mohammed Morsi, is the president of Egypt. He is from the Muslim Brotherhood, and he has said that millions of martyrs will march on Jerusalem. He's called for a holy jihad of Jerusalem, and he said that he wants to set up a United States of Arabic nations, what he calls United States of Arabs. What it would be is a Muslim-controlled Sharia law type government oppressing the people, and they would be completely surrounding Israel. Also, he said the capital of this United States of Arabs would not be in Cairo, would not be in Mecca, not Medina, but Jerusalem. Now, President Obama is a key player in this time because he is the one that has helped bringing about this sweeping of what was called an Arab Spring by supporting the Muslim Brotherhood to capture these nations, either using no-fly zones in Libya or arming the Muslim Brotherhood in Libya by way of Benghazi. Now, this man is Vladimir Putin, and of course, he is against the fall of Syria because of economic issues and tied in with Iran, but he's for the destruction of Israel. So he's kind of caught on the fence. That's maybe why we got the FEMA barbed wire running across his forehead. It might leave a mark, but we'll wait and see. And then we've got the rest of the world leaders. Now, all of this is in this book, RFID. Oh, don't forget the Chinese general. Just don't forget. He's the most cruel one ever in history, General Tao. But this book, Mark of the Beast, RFID, is available at our website. I truly recommend you get it for a couple reasons. 5 of the things written in this book, when this book went to the printing press on July 1st, has since came to pass. The book is based on actual current world events, Bible prophecy, and I wrote a fictitious, end-time, apocalyptic scenario on the end of the world. So it's very important to get a handle on this thing, and this will help break down the Bible. It's filled with Bible prophecy all through it, and it will help you as it's a novel, but it gives you a good picture, real world leaders, real events that have happened, Bible prophecy predictions, and Paul Begley tying it all together in a novel. I think you'll be blessed by it. I think it'll open your eyes, and it's a book you can hand your teenage son, your college daughter, and they'll read it, and they'll be touched, and they probably will want to give their life to Jesus Christ. Are you saved? Send me a personal message right here on YouTube and just title it, I want to be saved. I want to be saved. I want to be saved. I'll be right back.